Three, two, one, boom.
Hey, Bim, guess what? I put you on a shirt again. How does that make?
Oh, so cute. Oh, adorable. Look at it.
You feel?
Oh.
I think she likes it.
Hi, I'm that guy who buys a bunch of dumb garbage online so I can make videos complaining about all the dumb garbage I bought. Well, it turns out an unexpected side effect of these videos is that I now have in my possession a bunch of dumb garbage. But what do you expect me to do? Just throw this away?
Do you like put your pee-pee in here and then it massages your testicles? Like, look, it's got the shape for the pee-pee and then it massages your balls.
Hey, what if there's an emergency and I need to use it for whatever it is that it does? No, I decided if I'm going to be getting rid of all my hard-earned internet treasure, I need to make sure it's going to a loving home. I need to auction it off and donate all the proceeds to charity, which means for most of these products, it'll be the first time they've ever done anything good. But I also wanted to use this video as an excuse to revisit some of my past purchases, talk about the things that I like and still use, the companies that have gone on to disappear from the face of the planet, and also just some things I bought from online ads in my own personal life that I've gone on to develop strong feelings about. Starting with this. This thing is called a tile, and I bought this a few years ago because of how often I'd be about to leave the house and then realize I don't know where I put my wallet. So then I spent 10 minutes trying to find it, and now I'm running late because I didn't think—
That's called ADHD, sir. That's not gonna be fixed with an item.
to just look in the pocket of the last pair of pants I wore in the first place. But what this thing is supposed to do is go inside of your wallet so you can use an app that'll tell you where it is. And this would have been so helpful if it ever worked even one time. Now, whenever I tried to use this thing, it would just say, searching. Searching. Shit, I don't know, man. I tried. All it would ever be—
Whenever my mom would ask me to go find something, and I'd be like, searching. I tried. Okay, Mom, I don't know. Just get mad. Moms always know where to look, man.
Able to tell me is that it was somewhere in my house, which was usually the only bit of information I already had.
Wow.
If you want us to tell you exactly where it is, you're gonna have to get closer to it, which obviously you can't do because you don't know where closer is.
Your tile can connect to your device from up to 100 feet away. So if your tile is nearby, but your app says it's out of range, you might be a little bit confused.
The only time it would ever play the sound it was supposed to would be several minutes after I had already found it. Like I'd be in the car already driving and my pants start playing a little song. Hilarious comedic timing, no doubt, but that's not what I spent $30 on. Also, the reason I'm referring to this product in the past tense is because as of last January, it is completely dead. There's no way to charge it.
Are you serious? Like that? That's the it's 100% a data harvesting scam. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it's more fruitful to like maybe find a bowl and like put your wallet in there and then try to keep it as consistent as possible. It's such a waste, man.
There's not a battery I can change. It's just done. It called in sick to work every day of its life and then retired at the age of 1. It's advertised as lasting 3 years, and I didn't even get half of that. But what's really weird to me is that their app has close to 1 million positive reviews. Does this thing work for everyone but me? In hindsight, it's probably my fault for—
Yo, I wish I had that many paid chatters. 1 million 5+ reviews?
For just buying a product and expecting it to work. What I should have done is sign up for Tile Premium, their yearly subscription service. Then I would have gotten a warranty. Then I would have gotten customer service. How stupid of me to expect access to basic features for just one $30 payment when I should have been paying $30 every year forever. If you're wondering what my solution to the wallet problem is since this one didn't pan out, I've just started putting it in the same spot every time I—
That's what I'm saying! Get a bowl, train your brain! That's what I had to do. I know, it's hard.
Come home. Probably should have tried that first, huh?
Not everything I buy online is bad, though. There was a video I started working on a few years ago where I was going to review a bunch of my counterfeit merch from Redbubble. which is weirdly kind of the entire business model of Redbubble. And I never ended up making it, but I did buy some of the things that I saw. One of them is this beautiful pillow that I've had in my office ever since.
Road work ahead.
It's me. Can you tell? If you're wondering, it's exactly as scratchy as it looks. But the other thing I bought was something I was certain was too good to be true. A Road Work Ahead tapestry. Now, there were so many to choose from. Somehow over 10,000? What the fuck? But the one that
That's how you know you made it.
caught my eye was this. Never have I seen such efficient use of space on a product. So modest, so understated. This design has no desire to be the star of the show, and I respect that. But also, I kind of assumed it was just an error with the graphic on the website, and there's no way it would actually look like that in real life, right? No, it does. Now that's honest.
Road work ahead. I sure hope it does.
Advertising. And even with the graphic just taking up 1 inch of space, it still managed to be blurry as hell. The PNG file they used for this was a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot. And for just $64, that's a steal.
64 American dollars. I'm gonna throw up.
In that they are stealing from anyone who actually bought this. And now to rank the products I've bought for this channel on a scale of pretty good to infuriating. And number 1 goes to a fucking bidet. The best thing I've ever bought for this channel is a...
What is it with people and bidets, man? I had a friend during COVID that literally never shut the fuck... Like, they would never shut the fuck up about their bidet. I'm not even joking. You're missing out. We would all play a game because like we all like had to work either from home or we got let go, and he would always talk about his bidet and how amazing it is and how he doesn't have to buy toilet paper. Yeah. Go get a bidet to clean your dirty ass. Shut up! I clean my ass very nicely. I use a wet wipe.
Toilet accessory. This is gonna sound a little hyperbolic, but I truly think this purchase acts as a dividing line between 2 distinct eras of my life. I feel like a caveman for having spent 27 years without one. Seriously, what are we doing in this country? Why is there a stigma around getting your butt a little bit wet? I feel like the
It's life-changing. I get it. Guys, I get it. I get it. But I also don't want to get it. Does that make sense? Like, no disrespect. I don't know. Just clean your ass. How about you clean your balls?
only consistent critique I've seen of bidets is from men who see it as a threat to their masculinity to have water sprayed into their ass. But then what's the alternative? Sticking your little fingers up there for 5 straight minutes? Yeah, why don't you look in the mirror, buddy? As a human race, we need not be divided on this. We should all...
I have a question. What if you have guests over and you have a bidet and it's not directly pointing at their butthole? Does that mean, like, they get spritzed in the wrong spot? Because, like, not everyone's butthole is in the same spot, right? You can aim it, you can alter the setting. Yeah, but then you're touching, like, the fucking bidet with your fucking hands and shit. Isn't that kind of annoying? I don't know. You put it in your butt. You have a joystick. Oh, it has a controller. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Stand together on the side of good butt hygiene, and yet the war rages on. But Drew, what about wet wipes? You mean the wet wipes that only say the word flushable on them because they technically can be flushed, but you absolutely shouldn't? Please don't buy these. They clog up sewers and cause a bunch
I buy fancy ones. They absolutely do dissolve, actually.
of problems for other people in your city. They're also a huge waste of money, which you can save a lot of on both toilet paper and wet wipes by investing in a bidet. And if all of this is starting to sound like I'm doing an ad for this company, don't worry, I'm not. I don't care which bidet you buy. They all do the same thing. This one randomly starts leaking every few months, and that's pretty annoying. If I were starting from scratch,
Get a better one, I guess. another thing about like bidets, it's like, why do you guys care so much? Why? Like, it's super, you sound like a person that is like, it's like, if you don't use one, you're a fucking caveman and you should kill yourself. Because Stinky, you don't have to deal with me. I'm just saying.
I'd probably get a toilet with the bidet already built into it, along with other cool features like a seat warmer, so it can always feel like you're sitting on it immediately after someone else did. Number 2, the chirp wheel. If I remember correctly, my reaction to this was pretty lukewarm, but to be honest, I use this thing almost every day. It is incredible for me. For whatever reason, the shape of the wheel and the shape of my dumb, fucked up back seem to coalesce perfectly. But again, you don't have to opt for this specific brand. I have no loyalty to them. I'm pretty sure it's just a
Wait, what does it do? Does it crack your back? Maybe I need that.
PVC pipe with some foam over it. If you search yoga wheel on Amazon, there's a bunch of cheaper alternatives. They might break in half as soon as you take it out of the box, but they are cheaper. And even though I do love this thing, I definitely wouldn't recommend the bundle that I got. Pretty sure it came with some kind of neck strap that doesn't do anything, and a carrying case that I've never once used because the only place I've carried these things is from one room of my house to another. If you are gonna buy one of these, just save yourself some money and get this 6-inch wheel by itself. The big one is too big and the small one is too small. Plus, you don't need 3 different wheels anyway. You only have one back. Number 3, this whiteboard. When I bought this a few months ago, I thought for sure I'd only use it in one video, but now if you include this one, we're up to 2 videos. That's a pretty good value. Number 4.
Okay, that's actually good. Yeah.
Or the Kizik shoes. I don't know why I wrote the K like.
You should start being a streamer and like have a pool as well. Yeah, that's what he should do. Get a pool and start writing people's names on the back and have his ass hanging out.
Actually, all of those letters look bad, not just the K. These shoes are built in a way that you can step into them without having to use your hands, which you could also do with most pairs of shoes, but not as easily as you can in these. Now, I'm definitely a little biased towards this company because after I mentioned in that video that the pair of shoes that I wanted was out of stock, they actually emailed me and asked if they could send me some. And
yo, he's chilling for them so hard.
And they did, and that was really cool. I've mentioned so many products in so many videos, and no other company has ever reached out to me afterwards. At least not with something nice to say. I would say my biggest critique is that they're not quite as comfortable as I hoped they would be. Especially this pair. I don't know if I've just worn down the inside, but they really dig into my heel if I'm walking in them for a while. But if I just want something that I can throw on real quick to go run a couple errands, I think they're great. But again, this is not an ad. Whenever I make these videos, I always feel weird being too positive about a product, even if it's something I do like, because I'll get
I totally feel that. Sometimes I feel bad about like shilling, for example, gamer subs. I do think they're tasty. And I always feel guilty and I'm like, oh, people will think I'm like actually being weird and like, you're doing a thing. And I'm like, no, I actually unironically like it, especially when I'm sleep deprived and I just want to drink like some caffeine. Yeah, I'm not a psyop. I'm not chilling. I'm just saying I am sponsored, but I'm being honest. If it was bad, I wouldn't say anything. Wouldn't talk about it near as much.
Comments from people assuming I was doing an undisclosed ad, which is very much against YouTube's guidelines. Trust me, if I'm doing an ad for something, you will know it's an ad. Because I'll say something like, this portion of the video is sponsored by Opera, the smarter way to browse the web. You ever go to a website that has way too many words on it and feel the sudden overwhelming urge to not read any of them? Well, good thing with Opera, I can use Aria, their built-in AI tool, to summarize the whole thing in a few sentences. All I have to do is hit Control/ and then Tab, and it'll give me the TLDR my dumb little brain desperately needs. You can also ask it questions or even have it write an email on your behalf. One of the best things about Opera is it comes with a free ad blocker built directly into the browser. You don't have to download any extensions to be able to use it, which is great because that's what I had to do to get an ad blocker on the browser I used to use. And I swear to God, every time I would open the internet, that extension would pop up and ask me to give it money, which ironically is an ad. Opera also has a sidebar that I use all the time to listen to music through Spotify or reply to some messages. And I love their built-in screenshot tool that makes video editing even faster for me. I've been using Opera for a few months now, and I genuinely think it's a huge improvement over the browser I was using before. So check it out for yourself. You can download Opera for free using the link in my description or the pinned comment. It's also a great free way to help support my channel if that's something you're interested in doing. Thank you to Opera for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'd say something like that. Number 5, and our first entry into the bad category, we've got the work onesie. This is, of course, the business on top, leisure on bottom combo that is only possible to wear if the two pieces come already sewn together.
What the hell is this? This looks like shit.
This is not an outfit that can be assembled separately if you already have a button.
It's like a onesie? What?
Down shirt and a loose pair of
jumpsuit?
sweatpants. The work onesie is a one-of-a-kind contraption that is both necessary and fashionable, which is why it brings me much dismay to break the news that this company no longer exists. Maybe it's because the work-from-home era unfortunately ran its course once commercial real estate investors saw their property values plummet and needed to force everyone back to the office to justify their existence. Or maybe it's because you have to hold the butt flap open with both hands in order to shit through it. Either way.
Not only do you have to open up the backside, you also have to spread the legs like an asshole when you're shitting. That's so gross. Oh, it's weird. No thanks.
Technically, this is the second time this has happened because they had already shut down their website before I uploaded the initial video. But then I think because I made a video, they tried to put it back up and capitalize off the attention, only to give up once more.
Classic.
The good news is this just makes my work onesie that much rarer. Who knows how many of these even exist in the world? 2? 3? I'm not going to say a higher number because I already feel like I'm overestimating. And that's why I think this makes perfect sense as our first auction item of the night. Let's hear it for the work onesie, everyone. Don't worry, I will wash it before mailing it out. At number 6, we've got another relic from the earlier days of the pandemic, the
No, don't wash it. It'll sell for more money.
microclimate filtered helmet. Weird, I'm not sure how this ended up so low on the list. I wear this all the time, whenever. Climate filtered helmet. Weird, I'm not sure.
Is this like advanced suffocation methods for like children? Yeah, I don't know. What's the purpose of this?
How this ended up so low on the list. I wear this all the time, whenever I run errands or go to the moon. But I suppose I am willing to part with it if it's for a good cause. Plus, version 3 is supposed to come out any day now.
What is this crap?
A year ago. And even though they haven't given a single specific as to what's new about this version, I trust these guys. After all, who wouldn't? So what makes this one different from the previous ones you had? Lighter, more durable, scratch resistant, waterproof, can tolerate the elements? Okay, but what about drinking? How can you drink? I want. Me too, Serge.
You don't
Me
drink.
too. At number 7, we've got by far the most expensive product I've ever.
Kanye should use that to huff as a galaxy gas. Yeah, instead of going through your mouth, it goes through your whole body, right through the suit.
Reviewed the Moonwalker shoes. Why number 7? Well, because the top speed is 7 miles per hour, and the average range is 7 miles, and the stopping distance is 1 human step. Kind of curious why they felt the need to specify human step, as if there's some other kind of step we could take. Coming in at a market value of
what?
$1,400. These are going to be the highest ticket item in the auction, unless, of course, nobody bids on them, in which case you might get them for $40. That's the fun of an auction, baby. I've got no clue how this will go. I'm not sure what the future holds for this.
What do they do?
This company, I worry for their sake they've already botched the initial release by making them way too expensive and only available in a country where nobody walks anywhere. They've gone from being pretty active on social media to radio silent for like 4 months now. So hopefully they're just in the lab cooking up version 2.
I'm pretty sure there's sex dolls that cost less money than this. $1,400 American. You bounce higher? I don't know. I'm confused.
Of these that isn't so goddamn loud every time you take a human step. Final entry into the bad tier is Tom Brady's.
But they're like rollerblades?
Every time you take a human step. Final entry into.
Ew, that's horrifying.
The bad tier is Tom Brady's bundle of crap, which offers varying degrees of uselessness. I bought so much shit from this man. There was a cookbook that jump scares me every time I walk into my kitchen at night. Protein powder that only tastes good when I put it in oatmeal, and I don't even eat oatmeal anymore. A water bottle too unwieldy to ever take anywhere. Vitamins I've never.
Isn't Tom Brady the guy that kisses his kids on the mouth? It's the same guy, isn't it? Yes. Okay. I just wanted to clarify. It's the same guy. All right. I'm now up to speed. He's also the GOAT. Yeah, but like he kisses his kids on their mouths. Kind of weird. Now give me a kiss on the lips and take your shirt off. Add a snooze as in 2 minutes. Okay. Check. Yeah, okay.
Touched, electrolytes that taste okay, and a giant bag of resistance bands that's been sitting in the corner of my office so long, it'll probably leave a permanent dent in the carpet. And out of all of these, the one thing that I actually used regularly, the shaker, slowly started to change shape.
Ew, it's like warping. How?
Over time until eventually the lid wouldn't stay on anymore, which is not ideal for something that's supposed to keep liquid inside of it while you shake it around. Goodbye, misshapen TB12 bottle. I'm sorry my dishwasher turned you into a hideous monster. But maybe your death can get them to update the description on the website? At least then, your sacrifice won't be in vain. In between bad and infuriating is what I'm—
Love buying products that say they're dishwasher safe and eventually they just start breaking. Love that.
Calling the forgettable category, because one of the only things worse to me than a product that sucks is a product that's boring. A product whose existence is so benign, I can't even muster the energy to get mad at it. And there's been a lot of these over the years. I bought a big bag, a tiny bag, a spine deck, and a spine neck, a plastic hand to cosplay as 2016 Alfred Payton, a sleep mask with shitty headphones that I never bothered to connect to anything, a tripod that spins on its own, but I've only ever used it in a stationary position, an inversion table that did not make
inversion table,
but I've only ever used it in a stationary position, an inversion—
I thought this was like a special, like, you know, sex position machine. You know, you get your girl on there and then you're inverted. Like, I guess it's for decompressing your spine, I guess.
Table that did not make me any taller, a calendar puzzle I'm still too stupid to solve, a belt that works fine, but I never wear it because I bought it in bright red. This purchase was doomed from the start. All of this stuff has had no tangible impact on my life since the moment I finished whatever video I bought them for. And the sheer quantity of clutter that I ended up with is part of the reason I stopped making these videos. And also because they were getting repetitive. It's funny, as YouTubers, I think we're all trying to find something easily replicable that we enjoy making and our audience enjoys watching, and that's what this series was for me for a long time, until randomly one day I was just like, actually, I never want to make one of those videos ever again. And maybe I still—
That's fair. I think that's a fair thing to do, because your audience also notices when you don't enjoy that kind of thing. Yeah, ultimately, if you get bored, and even though you want to, like, you know, retain your audience, if you get bored, people notice. It's a subconscious thing.
Will at some point. I'm not ruling it out forever. I like reviewing things, I like complaining about stuff, and I like when I can direct those complaints at a company rather than an individual. But every time I walk into my closet and I see this drop-shipped lime green wrapping paper cutters sitting at the top of a bucket of junk that only takes up space, I start to wonder if those minimalism guys were onto something. Maybe to get back at me for making a video about them, they started targeting me with ads so insane they knew I wouldn't be able to resist the urge to buy it for a video. And then another video, and then another video, until before long I had surrounded myself with the worst thing you can. Stuff.
You know what's really annoying is when you buy something like online or in person and you know your cookies are tracking back to your browser and it says, hey, do you want to buy another thing from the same place? And I'm like, no, I already bought it. They're like, this is on discount. And I'm like, I hate this shit. I hate America. I hate the internet. I hate that everything is tracked. I fucking hate it.
They destroyed my life from the inside without ever lifting a finger. It's the perfect crime. And finally, we've arrived at the infuriating category. I've only got two things in here, and I'm sure you can guess what one of them is. It's, of course, nemesis of the channel, the moon pot, which I don't have anymore because I gave it to my friends who just moved into a new apartment. And now it's their problem. Those fools.
This guy's evil. Why would you do that?
Going vendetta with this stupid beanbag chair is pretty well documented at this point. I've tried escalating things every time I bring it up, hoping that maybe once and for all I could finally bring this company down. And I'm here today to give up. I'm surrendering to the moon pod. Does that mean I no longer think it's an overpriced piece of garbage? Of course not. It sucks. Do I still think it's bullshit to pretend that a product that has never cost more or less than $300
$300 for a beanbag? Yeah, you got fleeced.
Is somehow 25% off? Absolutely. Better hurry up, guys. The Memorial Day sale's almost over. Then we're gonna have to wait for the next Memorial Day sale, which is exactly the same and will start
I hate this as well when they pretend it's a sale. Yeah, I bought a set of pots and pans a while ago, and the website said it was a sale. And then 3 months later, when I was like, I should buy it, I have the money. And then I was like, oh, wait, it's still on sale. Oh, the Mother's Day sale. It's like, okay. Yeah.
Immediately afterward. This graphic is edited into the product photo. I don't think the sale's ending anytime soon. Now, this is just a lame marketing tactic rivaled in cheapness only by the materials they use to make these. No, I'm not giving up because I finally came around and changed my tune. I'm holding this grudge forever. I'm giving up
fuck 'em.
because I lost. I've seen Moon Pod commercials during NFL playoff games. They've clearly made so much money off these and have such a massive marketing budget that I'm clearly just outgunned in this fight. And what can you even do about it when they've only allowed one negative review on their entire website? You're telling me 1,200 people agreed with this and not one of them wrote a 1-star?
Yeah! They probably delete their shit! I would do that too. I would. If I was selling a trash product, I would do that.
Review of their own.
Yeah,
suck my ass, Moon Pod. So no, I'm done. I refuse to continue fighting a fight that I just don't think is fair. And I'm starting to wonder if all my yapping has had the opposite effect. I worry that years of attention, no matter how negative, has only helped bolster the name recognition of this company. So I'm not going to mention them anymore. I'm not giving them any more free advertising. I don't think I should even talk about them in this video. In fact, I'm probably going to edit out this entire section. And finally, the worst of the worst. It's been almost 2 years since I made a video getting mad at a bunch of $300 brain vibrators made to prey on people with anxiety, and I was disappointed to see that all
brain vibrator for anxiety. What am I listening to? What?
All of these companies are still very much alive and well. In fact, most of these products have only gotten more expensive. The Mindy went up $30. The Sensate went up $50 and added...
That looks like a toy for women.
A subscription service. The Call Me Go went up $110 for this piece of shit. What are we doing? Of course, we wanted these things to be cheaper, but it costs so much money to make a piece of plastic that smells bad. If any of these companies actually cared about people, they would do everything in their power to make these things as affordable as possible. They wouldn't jack up the price every time their profit margins fall below 90%. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about you. They just want your money. The fucking audacity.
Classic. Same with other corpo shit. Don't forget that. Not just the mental health people that prey on you.
Of the company that has almost doubled the price of their device to try to guilt you into buying it anyway by saying, well, how much is your mental health worth? This is nothing compared to how much people normally spend on stuff like this. Can we get a citation on that, or do I just have to take your word for it? Hey, but don't worry. This thing has 0 side effects because it doesn't...
Yeah, 0 side effects because you're too busy molding over your fucking wallet.
Do anything. The best thing I can say about the Call Me Go is that the last time I tried to use it, I was having a really bad panic attack. And I thought, hey, not to worry, I've got my lavender inhaler. So I grabbed it out of my drawer, started sucking on it, and almost immediately felt...
I don't think you're supposed to suck on it.
Felt so stupid that I started laughing. So I guess in that way, it did its job.
I was about to say, if you started laughing, I think that, like, I've had a panic attack before too. This one time, I was so stressed out about my exams for college. I went to the bathroom and I sat on the toilet and I thought I was having like an out-of-body experience because I was panicking so hard. It was so bad!
I don't know if that fully counts because that's not really what they were going for, but credit where credit's due. But also that was over a year ago and I haven't touched it since. So I'm a little grossed out thinking about all of the bacteria that is almost definitely built up inside of it. For that reason, I will not be including it in the auction. I will be putting it in the trash. Hey, speaking of the auction, I should probably explain how that's going to work. I've got everything listed on eBay where they'll run for the next week. 100% of the money from each item sold will go directly to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which is currently working in Gaza to provide aid to Palestinians who have been displaced from their homes and their families. The link to that charity is in the description along with all of the items that are for sale. When all the auctions are done next week
that's
I will
so
be
nice.
mailing everything out myself,
Nice.
along with some personalized thank you notes. And then whatever the total amount ends up being for all the products combined, I will personally match so
Very
we can
nice.
double our donation. You may notice I haven't listed every single item I've ever bought because some of these products truly are just worthless junk. But to make up for it, I've thrown in some other fun things. A road work ahead sign.
So you're telling me Drew Gooden just has like a hoarding problem and he's just offloading it on his audience? Classic influencer move.
Hot dog toaster, the usual. So definitely check that out. Hopefully
Billion
we can
should
raise
do
some
that.
money, and also good luck.
Auctioning
You're gonna
off
need
stuff.
it because I'm going to outbid all of you. You thought I'd actually let all this stuff go? Hell no, I'm buying it all back.
Wow, congratulations on making it to the end of the YouTube video. You did a great job. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and smash that like button. And subscribe to my channel and
Pussy
like the video.
chat. Yeah. Oh, that was good. What a great video. Hope we raised lots of money for charity. Very nice. Very nice. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.